Hello everyone, in this session we'll learn how to use the Explorer mode of weka. We will see how extremely easy to use weka is. We will be basically demonstrating a lot of machine learning algorithms that we have learned. We will begin with a general preview of Explorer, followed by some filtering algorithms. Then we will see association, classification and clustering algorithms in action. So let's begin. This is the general interface of Explorer. As you can see, we have 6 tabs: pre-process, classification, clustering, association, then for select attributes, and then visualization. The first task that we have to do is that we have to prepare the data. The default storage format of weka is ARFF, but you can also convert .csv file formats to ARF using weka. Explorer can read .csv files directly. We have to just change the file type as .csv. We will be showing this in action. So let's come to weka. We do an open file. Now we basically okay, so here we basically change the file type to .csv, and you can see that we have two .csv file. We select the weather data, we open it, and here we go. We have imported our weather data to weka, and basically from over here we can also save this file to a .arff file format, but we'll leave that for now. Coming back to our presentation, so basically this is what we just did. We click on pre-process, we click on open, and we have the file imported in weka. One more thing, as you can see, our attribute outlook, temperature, humidity, windy and play are listed over here. And basically, since this is the general description of our outlook attribute, as we change our attribute, the description changes as well. We can also visualize our data. We'll go into details later. Coming back to pre-processing, so after we have covered this, now we'll just learn how to build a decision tree. We'll be covering classification in details afterward, but just to give you a preview, we'll see how we can build a decision tree. Again, coming back to our Explorer, we go to classify. We select our classifier. As you can see, we have lots of classifier. For now, we'll go to the tree classifier and we will select J48. This is the algorithm that we have learned. Here you can see the various parameters. You can set them, change them, alter them to whatever values you want. And then when you want to classify, just click start. And here we go. We have classified this. As you can see over here that we have used crossed validation with 10 folds. And this is the result which we have. As you can see, this is the tree which weka has constructed. It is also given the number of instances which fall to a particular leaf. Along with this, it has given the error data, the classification error, at the bottom we have the confusion matrix. Well, as you can see, this particular section is called the result list. Whatever algorithm will run, we can see it in the result list. We can also visualize our tree. We just need to right click, and from here we can, if we click on visualize tree, here you go. This is our decision tree. As you can see, we split on outlook attribute, then here we split on humidity, and here we split on windy. This is our decision tree. So this is how we built a decision tree. It's this easy in weka. Moving ahead. Okay, as we just described, we have a result list. We can use this to load or save model. We can even save our result, and we can visualize trees and classification error. We just visualized our tree, and we can also visualize things like ROC, etc. over here. We'll just demonstrate that. So if we right click, you can see the option. We can save this result. We can also visualize our classified error, and if you want to see our ROC, here you go. So here, as you can see, we have our plot of ROC. The area is also given over there, and we can change our X and Y axis as per our requirement. We can use other classifiers, other matrices as well. We can use precision, recall, etc. also over here. So lots of option. So basically these are the 6 tabs which we have in our Explorer. The pre-process, which we just demonstrated, the classification one, where we can use lots of classification algorithm. Then we have the clustering, followed by associate, where we can build association rules. Then we have select attribute, and in the end we have a visualize tab, which basically helps in visualizing the data which we have. Moving ahead, we come to filtering algorithm. Filtering algorithms can be accessed through the pre-process tab. We have 2 kinds of filtering algorithms, supervised and unsupervised, and each of these type filtering algorithms have 2 options: to work with instances, and the other option is to work with attributes. We'll be demonstrating unsupervised attribute filter over here. So basically we'll see how we can add an attribute to our data. So coming back to our weka, we go to the pre-process tab, and from the filter we choose, as you can see, we have unsupervised and supervised filter. We are demonstrating unsupervised attribute filter, so we just select unsupervised attribute, and here you can see all the filters which we have. We can normalize, we can convert numeric to binary, and lots of options. We can remove useless attributes, and the one which we are demonstrating, we can even add an attribute. So we just click on add, and here we go. So again, we can change the parameters. We can change the name to say new attr. Then we can even select the attribute type, say we go with nominal, and we can give a default label to it. Let's give it true. Here we go. So we now we click on apply, and the data and the attribute has been added. If you want to remove it, we just select it over here, and we click on remove, and the attribute is removed. As simple as that. We can also have unsupervised instance filtering. To access it, again we do the same thing. We go to filters. Since we want unsupervised instance filtering, these are all the unsupervised instance filtering algorithms. We will demonstrate the randomized filtering algorithm. We click on randomize. We let the default parameter remain. These are usually good parameters to work with, and we click on apply, and our randomized algorithm has run. So this is just a screenshot of what we did. Okay, so now moving ahead to our classification or classifier tab, through which we can do basically we can implement various classification algorithm on our data. Okay, so we'll move to classify. Okay, so we have just seen our decision tree algorithm J48. So let's demonstrate Bayes algorithm. Okay, so these are the various options which we have. Let's go with Bayes net. Okay, so again, just clicking over here gives us all the parameters which we can select as per our choice. As you can see here, we have selected K2 as our search algorithm. So we'll just click on start. It works and we have the results. We have our kappa statistics and all the standard error statistics over here. And since we have run BaseNet, let's see the visualization. Let's see the graph. And here you go. This is our graph which was built. As you can see, as simple. We can also run one more algorithm. Let's say we run naive Bayes. This is a simple algorithm. As if we click, you can see we don't have any visualization option, since naive Bayes just gives us a probability distribution, nothing more than that. And you can see the results over here. Coming back, let's move ahead to clustering. Again, we have quite a lot of clustering algorithms which we can use. We'll demonstrate the easiest one, that is k-means. Here you go. These are the clustering algorithms. We have the EM, we have simple k-means. We'll go with that. Again, the parameters. These are the default parameters. The number of clusters is 2. You can definitely increase this. We'll stick with 2 and we run it. And here you go. Clustering is done. These are the two clusters out of the 14 instances which we have. It has been divided into 4 and 10 clusters of size 4 and 10. We can visualize this. Just right click it and visualize cluster assignments, and here you go. This is the visualization. We have our x and y axis, and as you can see, cluster 0 is represented by blue crosses and the other one is red cross. These are the 4 instances belonging to cluster 0. And this is how we do clustering. Again, very simple, very user friendly, lots of good visualization to see the results, very easy to use. Moving ahead to association rules. We'll be again, we have lots of association rule learners over here. We'll be demonstrating a priori rule learner. This is the learner which we learnt earlier. So we come to the associate tab, choose the a priori. Here we go. We have used a hotspot learner over here, and these are the association rules which we have got. Okay, simple. And the last tab, this is basically regarding the visualization of data. So you can do a lot of stuff over here as well. As you can see, we have our matrix plotted over here, and again we can do a lot of variation and basically see the results. Very easy. Again, this brings us to the end of the session. In this session, we learned how do we use the explorer mode of weka. We started with the filtering algorithms. We learned how do we build a decision tree. We used some classification algorithms as well. We did Bayesian networks. We did normal Bayes, and followed by that we did some clustering algorithms. We did k-means. We also run hotspot association learner. So this concludes our session on using the explorer mode in weka. Thank you.